I'm in looking back over the past 10 years. I'm disappointed that we haven't made. Well, let me say I'm disappointed that we still don't have the same kind of momentum that we've had. Why, I don't know. It's a very difficult thing to answer. It's obvious to us because we're associated daily with technical advances. We know what scientific discoveries mean. We know that scientific discoveries don't just happen in the corner of somebody's laboratory by chance. And we know that advanced technology and advanced science benefit all of us taxpayers. We know that it's difficult for the taxpayer to see something in his hand and say, well, now this came to me as a result of the space program. And I wish we could explain it better. I wish we could say that the reason that your communications are better, the reason that your weather forecasting is better, all these things are as a result of space technology. I wish we could say that even though the computers still make mistakes from time to time when dealing with personal bank accounts, that the computer operation today is a direct result of the monies that have been spent right here in this control center in forcing the computer industry to come up with better ways to give us flight control. I wish we could say that the observation stations we have on the moon help analyze the protective fields around the Earth and make sure that people get tan only when they go out in the sun. These are the kind of things that I wish we could say to the taxpayers.
Unfortunately, they're probably true, but you can't put your finger on them.
Yeah, let me
say something on that.
Of course, you probably asked the second most difficult question. The other one is why do you personally want to go? That's always a question too. But no, back to. No, I think the question is good, and I think with your group here, it's a question that should be asked, and we should somehow be able to tell you something good that you could put out to the people that would make it clear to them, because the only way that anybody in this country is going to appreciate the space program is through you people. And it's technology is probably, those of us that are in the program, the technology aspect appears obvious, in research and development. You go to large corporations, and I think I like to use the example of the 3M company and the slogan that they have plastered all over this country: research is the key to tomorrow. And anybody that's driven more than 100 miles on the highway has seen that sign. And those of us in the program really believe that that's true, that research is the key, that it will solve the problems. But to a person that is more concerned with the big problems of his daily life, it is a hard thing to sell technology to him. So then you approach the problem of pride, pride in the country. Now, I think a big response to that you saw on Apollo 11. People really didn't give a hoot about the technology. They were just damn proud that the American flag was planted on the moon. And I think the American people should still have this pride in a program that is doing something. Now, you have a lot of programs and you can put a lot of money into research and development, or you can put it into this program and you can try this idea, and if that doesn't work, well, then you forget it and you go on to something else. But NASA has been forced to spend money and to come up with a successful program. And I think they've done this in a magnificent manner. And it's this spirit of going out and accomplishing something. And it's the same spirit that pushed the people out of the Atlantic seaboard and sent them west. And I think this type of a feeling is prevalent in this country. At least people that I talk to express this. And one other point that I sure wish we could get some help from you people on is how NASA's budget stacks up against the rest of the government. I think if you would go out and ask some well-meaning people, they would say that NASA's budget is probably equal to or greater than the DOD's. They think we're probably talking in the $60, $70 billion region. Well, now, our $3.2 billion, or whatever it's settled down to, is a lot of money. I'm not trying to say it's not. But the American people are getting a good return for that amount of money. And the return from the program, from the technology, goes into the gross national product, increases the gross national product, and gives us the capability to do all these other good things, or at least it helps. So it's, you know, you can go on, and you can come up with and somebody else can come back and give you a good argument. But it's this type of approach, and I feel throughout the country that the people are really for the program. I feel that perhaps they don't really appreciate it more because they really don't have access to the facts, and the only way they're going to get the facts is through you people.
May I pick up one more thing in addition to what Stu and Al have said? For some reason, people seem to think that the economics of the NASA expenditures is somehow the same as throwing it down a rat hole. And I think we all agree that that's not true. I think there are some ways the government can spend money that is equivalent to throwing it down a rat hole. This doesn't happen to be one of them. And it does create jobs in the economy. And I think we can see the deleterious effect of our cutbacks, however necessary they may have been, if you look at the unemployment that's prevalent in the country today and look at how high a proportion of that is among skilled engineers, scientists, and technical people. In the past, our unemployment has primarily been among the unskilled. I think we're seeing a phenomenon in this country today where the current levels of unemployment are among the very highly skilled, at least a large proportion of it. And those are the people that make this economy go and make it a better world for us all to live in and provide the services and the economic multiplier effects when money is spent keeping these people going. And I think that we should, many of you folks are better economists than I am and certainly have access to economists, but I think we are not bringing out the economic benefits of the type of work we are doing and its overall effect on the economy the way we should.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've run over our schedule now, so regretfully we will have to close it. Thank you very much. If we could have the photographers move forward.